hope you're in the Erie now, because that's what I had.
Yep, I am in the Erie now. Let's hope that we don't have anything spicy like some ram flags on or anything.
Yeah, I specifically didn't mount any flags in this piece of shit because, you know, like, I only use it for this, you know.
All right. So, let's take a look at these team lineups. On Firth's side, we have the Kiryu, obviously, Montana, Yamato, Worcester, Hindenburg, Zhao, Gearing, and Grozavoy.
And on the Kantai side, we have accrue, Montana, Yamato, Worcester, Hindenburg, Harugumo, double Harugumo even, and Grozavoy. So, fairly similar top half, or completely identical top half, but the bottom half of the scoreboard is completely different. They're opting to choose two Harugumos instead of a Zhao, for starters.
Oh, looks like we've got a crash here.
That's to be expected.
Of course. Alright, well,
yeah.
Let's exit back to port and, yeah.
Let's hope no one was watching.
Oh no, there are plenty of people watching. Well,
no one who actually is playing.
I can see a couple. Well, it's on a 5-minute delay, so we're good.
Now we just need everyone to get out of battle so I can get my Erie back.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I have brought us back to the previous map screen, and we'll just hang out here for a little bit.
Otherwise I'll just pick my Henry.
A double crash, even.
Ooh.
Just superior Russian code showing off how well it is put together.
Oh, there we go. My Erie's back in port, and I'm ready back up in it.
Alright, well, we've had our little false start here. Hopefully this time we can actually get the game going.
And actually show a game that we were supposed to do over an hour ago, technically, but, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't this game we're supposed to do.
Things can't be helped. You know, some people just don't like to show up to things they've signed up for. Oh, waiting on me. Whoops. Let's go ahead and ready back up.
Waiting for 3 players on my side, it seems. Or is it just the UI being quality again?
Well, according to my screen, everybody is readied up, so...
Yeah, so it's just the UI being quality again.
Yep.
At least that was a quick fix.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the possibility exists that there will be even more crashes now, but let's hope it's not quite that bad. Same lineup from both teams.
Oh, that's fun, because my game hasn't decided that it feels like showing me yet.
Well, I mean, I would kind of question things if they did change the lineups, you know.
Well, yes, understandably. Alright. Let's make sure I don't pull a BFK and sit there with the wrong screen shown for 5 minutes.
Also make sure to actually go forward so You
Oh yes,
actually you actually
I'm
kill each other.
well aware of that. I need to turn off my music is what I need to do now, though. Yes, and no, I will not be sea raptoring and turning my ship. Well, it seems like we have things all set here.
This tier 1 acceleration is pretty spicy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
There we go.
And we are off to the races.
Okay, so far, Kantai is opting to send a Hindenburg and a Worcester and a Harugumo towards A, and then a Harugumo and a Worcester towards C, as well as their Montana. Yamato seems to also be turning towards A. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be hovering above A and B and supporting both flanks at once.
All right.
Grosavoy looked like he was heading B, but it seems to be turning off towards C now.
All right. Well, so on the Firth side, we have the Montana, Hindenburg, and Grozavoy heading up to C. And heading down to A, we have a Gearing, Worcester, and Yamato. Right now, we have a Worcester from, not Kantai, from the Firth, pushing in toward B cap, but he looks like he's now turning to head north. Obviously, right away, our CV over here dumped his bombers and is using those to try to get some spotting, but it looks like he's being zoned out by the Kantai carrier right now, over B.
So it seems like the Grosavoy is committing to turning towards C and not towards B. That's a surprising move, honestly, giving up any kind of B contesting right from the start, but now he seems to be turning around again.
Ooh, and it looks like the Firth Order CV managed to slip a dive bomber over onto the other team, so we temporarily got spotting on the Grozavoy, Worcester, Hindenburg, and the Yamato, who is still spotted.
That might honestly have been the purpose, to fake them out and think that the early spotting is going to show, like, the early spotting is going to show the Grosavoy going towards C, and then have him turn around and move towards B instead.
No, could be.
That's not a strategy I can say I've seen before, but considering he's just hovering around above the island, I can't see any other reason why he would do so, except maybe to be a stationary AA ship, which, again, I would question why they would use a Grosavoy for that purpose.
Well, we also just, from my side here, got the Worcester and Haragumo that headed north spotted temporarily. So that kind of gives away most of where the enemy team ships seem to be pushing, unless something has turned around and headed toward A now. Or B, rather.
So, early engagement on A, Harugumo smoking up the Worcester and the Hindenburg, and what I'm assuming is the gearing on the enemy team, on the Firth team, smoking up their cruiser, whatever that is.
Yep, you've got it. So we have the Worcester and Zhao both being smoked up by the gearing. We've got some shells coming in on blind fire, though. See if those are going to hit anything.
Harugumo has torps out on
long.
the smoke screen, but if they have a Worcester in there, I doubt it's going to hit because Hydro.
Yeah, we have both the gearing torps and Zhao torps heading toward the smoke screen on your side there.
Hindenburg is pushing out smoke. He was shooting at the Yamato for a short bit.
Oh, that's an interesting move. The CV, the Kantai CV has actually used his dive bombers to strike at the Yamato. Not that often do you see them holding their bombs.
Yeah, and honestly, like, they've taken a fair chunk out of the Yamato already. Like, that's almost a quarter.
Yep. Is he still on fire here? Yep, he is on fires. That looks like
significant early trade, in terms of health.
Yeah, pretty significant chunk missing there now.
Grosavoy managed to cap B, by the way, and now he did exactly what I said he was going to do, and went in towards B after faking out the carrier, I guess.
Yep, and it looks like Firth has managed to cap C, but the Grozavoy traded a little bit of health for that, about 4k. He is currently being spotted, it looked like, or just got out of spotting because he's being shot at.
A has also been capped by Firth, so right now they have to make a move. Like, they're on the they're at a disadvantage as far as caps go. But there's plenty of time left, and they still have B, so they have some points trickling in. So they're not at an immediate disadvantage.
Hmm. Well, it looks as though Kantai is now capping C here. So
yeah, C is being flipped.
they managed to roll, what is it, the Haragumo in there, and
the
he is
Haragumo is pushing in.
currently unspotted, so it's just a matter of once to see. There we go. CV's got him spotted. It looks like he's rushing for that little bit of island cover there.
There's nothing that can really punish him much right now. The Grosavoy might be the only thing that has shots at him.
Ooh, geez, the Worcester from from Firth Order just took a big hit over the island. He's down to 20. Nearly half his health is gone.
At sea?
Yes, up at sea.
That was a blind shot. He was not spotted.
Oh, geez, that is a hell of a blind shot. All right, so we got plenty of focus fire coming in.
He is surviving pretty well, though. Honestly, like considering the situation.
No, he is retaining health well.
I do question his decision to open fire, though. Instead of trying to conserve his health and get out of there, because now he's getting shot at by the Hindenburg, the Worcester, and what I assume is the Grosavoy as well.
But it looks like the Worcester has managed to be spotted again and might take another big chunking if that Montana gets a good shot over the island.
Yeah, I think he managed to get unspotted and reversed into cover again.
Yep. He is down to 15k though right now. He is on a significant health disadvantage over there. It seems like Kantai has been doing a pretty good job of managing to trade health here.
It seems like they're using the Haragumo to bait the Worcester out, and then yeah, now I see it. Now he's spotted 14k or 15k, and yeah, if.
Oh yeah, CV just brought in some fighters from the north there.
You really can't spot the Worcester for long though with planes. You really have to make every shot count when you're spotting a Worcester. Because the combination of stealth radar and low detection range and vicious AA means it's an extremely difficult ship to keep spotted for extended periods of time.
Oh, well, we got a little bit of trouble over here. The Montana and Hindenburg on Firth have managed to collide with each other in open water. That's some interesting driving we've got going on there. Oh, and it looks like there's a push at A going on here.
Yeah,
they've managed to drive the Haragumo with smoke into and bring the Worcester right into the cap. So it looks like the gearing is going to have to disengage a bit, and as the Worcester down here from Firth Order has got to push away as well.
A seems like it's going to be flipped.
I
don't think they can. Yeah, they can't stop it in time.
Well, there's a lot of pinging being done in. Oh, there we go. There's the Grosavoy. So I believe it was the Yamato from over here was pinging around trying to get that attention on that Grosavoy who's been spotting him. But now he's smoked up.
Fighters coming in to spot the Yamato though, so the Grosavoy is probably gonna sit there and farm him.
Well, we also have fighters from the Firth coming in to try to block those as well. It looks like he's just going to lock them up, maybe?
But if you think the Grosavoy isn't going to do as much damage as you can in the meantime...
Oh, well, of course. Yeah. And we have some stealth fire coming in from 90.
That was a very close shot. That was right off his bow.
Oh, well, and now it looks like C is being taken too, again. The Haragumo has come back and re-smoked himself, and now they're pushing the Worcester into C as well here.
Grosavoy took a big chunk of damage just now. Big chunk of blind fire damage.
Oof.
Of course, this is a Grosavoy, so he can heal it back.
Well, that's
where you bring Grosavoy.
Back at 5k already, but he is, spotted out in the open. Oof, another big hit from the Zhao.
I don't think he's going to survive this.
No, it doesn't seem that way. Oh, hey, he got away. Let's see.
Salva was in the air. Oh, dodged it. He managed to get
but he's spotted again. He just got picked up again.
Yeah.
And now Firth is pushing in a Grosavoy up at C-cap to stop the points. Yeah. Oh, he hasn't entered yet. It looks like he's about to try to back in there.
Gearing is also pushed into the A-cap behind the island to stop the points gain from A.
All right.
So far, Kantai is the only team gaining any points because B is completely uncontested.
Yep, and they are
And
bleeding points from that center cap. They really have to get something done.
and C is also still uncontested. Now it's contested.
Still more shots going out on the Grozavoy here. One more Zhao salvo.
He's doing a really good job staying alive, to be honest.
Yeah, he's been spotted for a while, but there is... Oof, he just got hit for a little bit there. Let's see if this Yamato salvo can be efficient. Oh, he got unspotted.
And it's a miss.
Ooh, the Haragumo is now pushing up to do a lot of damage to that gearing in A. He's forced him out of the cap now, and now Worcester is trading places. He's smoked up, and the Worcester is probably going to try to nose his way into the cap to continue contesting.
I mean, this is a big reason why you can bring Haragumo, because it's basically another light cruiser. You get the firepower of an extra cruiser.
Yep, and now C cap has been reflipped by Firth, but they're still going to have to do something about that B cap that's just been bleeding them points all game.
And A is uncontested again, so they're bleeding even more points from that
Oh,
too.
but the CV is just feeding planes to this Worcester. We'll see if he can manage to be effective and get any more of them.
Yeah. I think at this point, though, he's mainly trying to get some damage in before the Worcester goes unspotted in the smoke and trying to keep him spotted at the same time. If he's gonna keep him spotted anyway, might as well try to get some damage in, because you're not gonna stay in a Worcester's detection range without losing planes.
He did manage to land a torpedo on the Worcester, currently healing back up, and it looks like the Yamato and Zhao from Firth are pushing into B cap right now.
Honestly, this looks pretty dire for Firth on A. I don't see them capping A back against a Hindenburg, Worcester, and Haragumo.
Nope, definitely not. And it looks like the Worcester from Kantai is pushing up to radar.
Then again, this AP salvo, no, it's gonna miss. Hindenburg needs to shoot down that plane though, because it's gonna because Worcester is farming him pretty hard right now and he's doing massive damage with each salvo. Most of the actual fighting seems to be going on at A. B and C seem to be more at a kind of stalemate.
Well, Kantai is going to win in just under 2.5 minutes if Firth isn't able to do something about the cap points that they're bleeding from both B and A.
They're contesting C again.
Yep.
They're contesting C again. Haragumo pushed in. Grozavoy showing why you bring it to, competitive is already back at 5k. Oh, never mind. It just got hit by a CV torpedo.
Spoke a little bit too soon there.
To be fair, he did his job well. His job was to, cap B and then harass and delay.
Oh, okay, so the reason we haven't seen any contesting yet from the Zhao at B cap is he decided to reverse his way in there, which I mean is a smart move to be able to disengage quickly, but it's gonna take you a lot of extra time to get in there.
Time that you don't really have at this point.
No, they're gonna have to do something about that C cap as well.
Is he gonna dodge them? No, he eats one on C.
Oof.
Down to 8k health.
Well, only 8k health. He is versus a Grozavoy with 16, so that is going to be a bit of a detriment for him. But his gunpowder is still insane, so... Oh, but it looks like the gearing has been spotted and is likely going to go down at A for Firth. He's on 850 on per. Yep, he is down. Yeah. So A cap is completely uncontested here. Yamato salvo.
That's a decent chunk. Like, not anything spectacular, but it's a chunk nonetheless. Like, damage is damage.
Oh, and the Worcester narrowly avoids a torpedo.
That's a big hit from Zhao, though. He had to turn to avoid the torpedoes and open his broadside up to the Zhao in the process.
Well, the Worcester here is gonna have to do something to get some kind of damage, or...
I would assume he's being radared by the enemy Worcester behind island, or hijacked or something.
Well, hopefully somebody can get some effective fire on there.
They're pushing in force, so... I don't see this Worcester surviving much longer, but if he can manage to delay them long enough, then the Yamato and Zhao at B might be able to support them and actually secure a kill.
I'm not surprised to be seeing a lot of fighting down at A. Generally,
Yeah.
from the north side here, it's a pretty easy cap to take, just because you have that island to hold you there, but
Grozavoy
a
is
heavy
spotted at
push
C,
is
by the way.
hard to deal with. The Grozavoy has been
Grozavoy
spotted. Oh.
down at 5k health, and Haragumo is farming him from his smoke.
Oh, and it looks like he is about to hit the island. He does not have a good escape route, and he is spotted by CVs with both a Haragumo and a Worcester spamming him. This does
He goes
not look
unspotting.
good for him.
He went unspotted.
He's getting hit by the final shots, though. 1400 health. Any fire from these... Ooh. He is just narrowly avoiding all of this fire. Oh, there it is. Oh, and another kill in the south, too.
And that's the victory for Kantai for the first game.
Yep, that is very much a victory from
That
Kantai.
that was a pretty convincing victory, to be honest. No ships really lost until the very end. Like, this was a pretty textbook example of playing too passive at the beginning of the game, quite frankly.
Yep.
They let Kantai get too big of an advantage and then couldn't bring it back.
Yeah, they held out for a long time and just did not get themselves enough points. That B cap was a real detriment to them.
Yeah, like the early B cap really made a difference because that kept generating points for Kantai almost the entire game. And by the time they finally got B back, Kantai were already dominating A and gaining points that way. And C was blocked. And they already had the lead, so what can you do?
Yep.
You have to make a desperate move.